this is a goofy part number 1. Sunday can push Aglaea, and it pushes 3 characters in one go. Hello internet, and oh boy, today do I have a treat for you. We got Dan Heng today paired with Aglaea. Now you might be thinking this makes no sense because Aglaea already has a summon. What's the point of giving her another one? That is the point. Giving her another one. But it's not just that though. I'll show you something very cool later. But yeah, before that, we just hear from the creators server. Here's the blue Dan Heng Parmesan cheese. It's the same one pretty much, and yeah, it's pretty simple to build, I would say. You just need speed, and that's kind of it. You can have attack. The more you do, the better your odds of survival is. When you pair this Dan Heng and this Aglaea at E1, now I know it's E1, which I do think is the better option if you're using Aglaea anyway. You want E1 plus the free-to-play reminiscence as the like count. This is way better value in my opinion. I'm running her at base speed because I can. You pair that with a Sunday. What you're gonna get is a team that will never die. And the idea is pretty simple. I'll just like jump right in and show you. And hey, if you're looking to get these new characters and you're short on pulls, Loot Bar's got you covered. And here's a quick shout out. Now I know you're tired of ads as well, but I do think this could help you out a bunch, and I won't make it too long. Just 30 seconds of your time. Loot Bar's simple. It provides cheaper prices for various top-ups, including unique ones like a Cerritos Guaranteed bundle right now. And they even have a version limited Oniric Shard deal that usually costs $100, but it's just 80 now. If you're not one to drop big purchases, Loot Bar's got you covered with the Express Supply Pass for slightly cheaper too. I feel like a housewife sharing discount tips in Walmart. Best part being there's no longer required. Just your UID and server. Complete the payment, and you see the resources you purchase in your account within 5 minutes. Plus, as you can tell by the reviews, they are quite positive. If there are any safety concerns, well, Loot Bar's also got great reviews even on Trustpilot. And well, I've had zero issues myself, so I find it more trustworthy than that. If you use my link in the description right now, you can even obtain a 10% discount coupon as newcomers. It helped me out a bunch, and no pressure here, is totally up to you. I'd appreciate it though. Now then, back to the video. You see, with this team, usually Aglaea has Ho-Ho as the final slot here. That honestly works out, but you might need your Ho-Ho for your dot teams and such, right? This is where Dan Heng could come in, and I'll show you the logic behind this team. It looks pretty good. It'll probably not do more damage than Ho-Ho just regenerating your energy, but I assure you, you will not drop a shred of HP, okay? But let's just first talk about like the criteria you need for this to happen. You need your Aglaea to be at E1. The light cone does not matter, and you know, if you're investing right, you would have E1 Aglaea, I would say. E1 Aglaea makes her gets a lot more energy, so you don't even really need the Ho-Ho for this team. As long as you have a Sunday, you charge enough. So we'll first touch whoever. Let's start with a Q. We're gonna get our ult soon anyway. You see, with Dan Heng, if you make an attacker and bondmate, the DPS the bondmate, right? Every time they attack, you get some energy on Dan Heng. So he gets ult a lot without even needing to spend skill points. And not only that, this is a goofy part number 1. Sunday can push Aglaea, and it pushes 3 characters in one go. We got Aglaea herself, we got Garment Maker, you got the Soul Dragon, Bond Dragon, whatever his name is, Shenron but yellow. You're gonna push their butt up. And now I'm running a base speed Aglaea, which, you know, I just gave up on like the complicated speed tuning. I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna go hyper speed Sunday, I'm gonna go no speed Aglaea, which is a tag. It's a simple tag, and it works out though. Now what happens with this team, let's just start with a Q. We're gonna let the Soul Dragon move, and then our Garment Maker moves. I'm gonna click my ultimate right here. That means I get another turbo Aglaea, and since I'm the bondmate, we get energy for Dan Heng. So if you take a look, you can see it right there, right? The energy did go up, and that is how you can have literally untouchable, invincible shielding amounts. And, you know, funny story as well, you do get a shield on Garment Maker, so yeah, this thing's not even gonna die. A cool little thing I noticed, I'm not sure if this is an oversight. Why is there a shield icon on the left of Garment Maker's HP bar, but that don't exist for everybody else? Why did I even notice that? All right, now with Dan Heng, I have 4 skill points. If I want to use the E, I could to just be more like, you know, unkillable, but I'll just use a Q. I could use a Q. All right, now we killed that thing, which is nice. Now we do have the Robin. This is why this team feels so great, because with Robin, you can click your skill point no matter what. Like, it's free. But I suppose if it was Ho-Ho instead of Dan Heng, you could just click Ho-Ho's good a lot as well. But regardless, let's just like jump right in with this. We're gonna let all of them take a turn first, but I'm thinking maybe I'm missing a bit too much damage doing this. And now let's just keep on trucking, man. We'll just do this. We'll save our ult, our gosh darn Robin ult for the last move. But as you can just tell, I got 3 of these things a turn again with 1 Sunday push. It looks ridiculous. All right, let's focus fire on you. We're gonna let the dragon go again, and look at our shield. It is tapped out. It's maxed out again. Now that everyone took the turn, we get another turn. And yeah, it speaks to him perfectly. Although I didn't even like put effort in it. That Sunday gets pushed later. It's after Aglaea. That's awesome, dude. Now we got Dan Heng again. We got too many skill points to use and too many shields to care about anything. That means I'll just use a Q. And look at this. I just have 5 skill points permanently. We got Aglaea here. I'm gonna use a Q and then an ult right away. 430 35k. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, the reason why E1 is absolutely needed is because Aglaea, the issue with her, you see this action bar right here. This is like supreme stance, whatever. If this takes a turn while Aglaea does not have the ultimate, you lose 6 service stacks. Basically, you lose her damage. Basically, you lose a limb on her. She does not function well. But if you have E1 though, that solves it so much that you don't even need a Ho-Ho in this team to help it out. You could just land one Sunday. You push like 3 items forward. No one's gonna die ever. And you should just have enough energy to go by. If I could kill this, that'd be awesome. Oh my god, I did. So that was a 0 cycle clear, dude. It's your turn again. How many times do I have to see you, bro? All right, so Q again with 5 skill points. Damage going crazy. We're gonna tap me again for, look at that insane amount of damage. Oh, hold on now. Let me just put whatever damage you did on me back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn. You gotta do that again, Grim Reaper having ass. So mean. I have so much skill points. I'm forced to use an E. There's no point in me touching a Q at all. I guess I'll just top up the friggin' shield. Yeah, so now we have somewhat like a speed issue, I guess. Aglaea is so fast that it's impossible to like speed turn it perfect with a Sunday, I would say. But yeah, in this case, it's kind of a waste, but it'll do. We'll struggle for Q. We'll let all my Pokemon go next as well. So damage goes in, Garment Maker goes in. Notice this. If I don't have my ult right here, this Supreme Stats countdown would have ended. We would have lost Aglaea 6 stacks. That's a lot of damage loss, which is why you really want to try this team only if you have E1 or just put a Ho-Ho in here instead of Dan Heng. And as I mentioned, dude, you might need your Ho-Ho for like about 2 other teams that still need a Ho-Ho. So yeah, if you have something to spare, I have an E1 Aglaea. It's not even well built, but you know, she's got what she needed. She's got a reminiscence on. I am gonna be using this team. You best believe. This is so easy to do, and you just don't die. We got 5 skills. It's just free. I'm just gonna click it there. There's no point. All right, now let's wait for the rest of my team to go. You're gonna attack me for insane amount of adventure. You're doing as much damage as Yanqing did to Jing Liu in the blind. Honestly, he looks like the mid evolution of normal Dan Heng and IL Dan Heng now. Go for a Q again. We got 2 of our Pokemon's going in. Shenron's gonna buff with his shield, and Garment Maker's gonna go. We're gonna end it with this one push again. Notice this as well. We almost lost the cooldown. I didn't notice you could pause the whole thing by clicking those. What the crud? Why is the special effect going crazy right here? Yo, chill. This team's designed to perfectly have enough energy, I would say. So now we're gonna do the whole shenanigan again. Go with Q into a push up. We're still in the 0 cycle range. So this is honestly pretty good. All right, damage goes in. 200k done already. We have 5 skill points. I'm gonna do it for the love of the game, baby. We got our ult again. My shield does not fall to a quarter. Like, it's always just maximized. All right, now let's push this up again. It's like all 3 of my characters just gets a turn with like no action value left. It's time to die. All right, so Garment Maker with the Shenron damage. Oh, we're so close. 1%, you piece of shit. All right, we can't do the 0 cycle. Never in my life thought I could handle that one because you've got a whole wave left. But I'm hoping I could end it in this wave. It's still going to be pretty hard though. I will say Aglaea's not even perfect for this stage because you kind of need AoE. And she has like multi-target, not really AoE, which hey, the fact that she's performing at this level is already good enough for me. Now, Garment Maker's going to go. We have our ult again. Let's go and use that. Oh my god, this was so nice. This is all in a free-to-play like code. We still have 5 skill points. Now we'll push you up again. You're too fast for me to like speed to you perfectly, but that'll do. Damage goes in. Oh, baby, that's so good damage, man. And we took a turn again with Aglaea. Garment Maker goes. More energy for me. We should have enough to first of all burst out all of these enemies, and I'm hoping they hit my Robin a bit more. 400k again. Dude, her damage in a free light code is stupid, man. Now we go with an E. We have our ult. If I want to use it, I should be able to because you're gonna tap me, right? Yeah, with a lot of damage. Yeah, let's make sure we understand how much damage you did. We have full shields except for Sunday, missing like what, 2%. All right, at this juncture we just gotta click a Q and we're back at 5 skill points. Imagine the boss just look at me taking 3 of my action with no action value left, and watch me do it again. I'm gonna take a turn here and then, you know, have my Pokemon go as well, and then I'm gonna do it again. Get my turn again, dude. Oh hell yeah. And then guess what I'm gonna do? Oh, it hasn't ended yet, my little bro. Robin with the whole push up. We have 0 action value left in this cycle. We just got a turn with the whole damn team, baby. This could be a 1 cycle. I think it is. Gosh dang, we got it all again. Why not use it? Check this damage out. It actually did okay. This looks like a boss will survive on 1% type game, but if that happens, I will break my kneecaps. All right, now just die without being on the 1%. That's all I ask. You could survive on 2. Oh, okay. At least the Shenron ends it. How did you do 300k? 1 cycle, dude. If you survive on 1 after all of that, I would have lost it. The rest are all still, you know, the basic one. We have no Eidolons on everybody else, but at least, you know, all of them have their own like code. which I would say, you know, at least for Robin for Sunday, a lot of you have their own light cone. Do you need this one on Dan Heng? You definitely don't, but if you miss the damage increase, maybe you like, you know, fall short in terms of damage, but that can always be covered back by like relic quality and such. Or, you know, if you have your own light cone here. In any case, I am also on an attack rope on this build. You don't even need energy regen on this, right? If you want, you can put an energy regen rope on and still try this as well, even without your idol on. It will still be really iffy. Maybe you need more speed on Aglaea that way. But I found, you know, if you just got that E1, you can have her just work so well for you for free. And yeah, now that you've got Dan Heng, you can mess around even more. Just action advance 3 entities forward. Aglaea plus 2 Pokemons. And then Robin to like top it all off as well. It's such a good tech to like do speed clears, right? That'll be all for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this little tech that we figured out. We got a Dan Heng pushing Aglaea plus 2 mods. And yeah, I can't wait to try this for myself. It's all free to set up for me, at least. I've got everything in my account already. Just gotta get that Dan Heng Parmesan cheese, which will be entertained like with the coming phase. And that'll be it for today. We'll be cooking up more fun and Dan Heng stuff. And yeah, stay tuned for that. Go to the channel, follow if you'd like. That'll be all. Take care.